For people with addiction, getting help sometimes means finding inpatient treatment. WAND's Joe Ostrowski takes a closer look at that treatment and tells the story of one man who says it saved his life. It's the latest segment in our series, Hooked, The Road to Recovery.
Can we go on that?
Sure.
Corbin Tannhauser is a husband and father.
You see any fish?
But for years, Corbin had a secret, one that often kept him from his daughter, Sydney.
You know, there was times where I would black out and I would be sleeping and she would be at home. And everybody called me a great dad, a phenomenal dad, but I was still hooked to the medication.
Starting in 2011, Corbin underwent 9 shoulder surgeries. Along the way, he developed an addiction to painkillers. Last year, he'd had enough and checked into Sunspire Health Heartland, a treatment center near Gilman. Corbin remembers when his wife and daughter came to see him.
The day that they came for that first visit, that was the first time I truly met my daughter, because my whole life leading up to that moment was a blur.
Care at Sunspire starts with medical detox to get users off drugs comfortably. That's followed by days of individual counseling and group discussions, often about trauma that contributes to addiction, along with lectures about staying sober after rehab.
So it's making a difference and getting a good relapse prevention plan while they're here, so they know what they're going to do when they run into the, to the triggers in the community.
Public health officials say many people who abuse drugs can benefit from outpatient treatment alone. We asked Sunspire's executive director when people need inpatient care.
So I think the question is, how severe is their addiction and how is their substance use disorder impacting their life? Are they still able to work? What is their home or family life like? Has their family given up hope on them? Have they had previous treatment at an outpatient level of care and not been successful? Have they relapsed? Those are all kind of indicators of the level of care that someone might need.
But even after treatment, many users relapse, often several times.
We don't know whether it's the first treatment, the 3rd treatment, or the 10th treatment. We just don't know when someone is going to realize, I have to make some changes based on what I've learned over the course of all the therapy that I've done and all the treatment that I've done.
Remember when we walked all the way around?
Corbin says he's been sober a year, even though staying that way took sacrifice.
Some people didn't agree with the changes that I made. Some people weren't for it, or they kept telling me, oh, you changed, you're not the same person. My wife, supports me through and through with everything, my daughter as well.
In Gilman, Joe Ostrowski, WAND News.
Tom Delgado says it's important for families of addicts to find help and support for themselves.